Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order this Pierce County Council meeting in our Tuesday study session. It's Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. The time is approximately 12:02 p.m. We have all members present except for Councilmember Morrell, who is excused today. Item number 2 is review of today's council meeting agenda. Ms. Long to brief the council.
Thank you and good afternoon. This is this afternoon's council meeting agenda. It is amended. And we'll start with your consent agenda, and under C, action on resolutions, you do have a number of items. The first is R 2023-94, and this is confirming the appointment of a new member to the Gig Harbor Peninsula Land Use Advisory Commission. The next is R 2023-96. This is confirming the appointment of a new member and the reappointment of 2 existing members to the Commission on Refugee and Immigrant Affairs. Next is R 2023-97. This is confirming the reappointment of an existing member to the Pierce County Community Development Corporation Board of Directors. Number 4 is has been added, number 4 and 5. This is R 2023-100. This is amending resolution R 2022-190, establishing a select committee on homelessness, appointing the members and setting the meeting days and times. And this has a final council hearing date of July 11th. You'll be setting that this afternoon. The last on your consent is R 2023-101. This is identifying street lighting and other neighborhood traffic projects for funding pursuant to a proviso in the biennial budget. And this is for referral to EIDC, and you'll be setting the final on this one for July 11th as well. You do not have any proclamations this afternoon, so we'll move right to section 8 ordinances. And first step is 2023-22S. This is repealing and replacing the Growth Management Act 2044 housing unit targets for cities, towns, and unincorporated areas of Pierce County, and adopting the 2044 housing unit targets by income band using the Department of Commerce Housing for All planning tool. And this was forwarded as substituted without recommendation at CDC on June 5th. Moving to section 9 resolutions, you have 2 items here. First is R 2023-89, and this is initiating an analysis of proposed locations for automated traffic safety cameras within certain school zones. This received a due pass at EIDC on June 13th. And your last item on your agenda is R 2023-91. This is authorizing the executive to enter into an interlocal agreement between Pierce County and a number of municipal corporations in the county related to the formation of the Pierce County Opioid Abatement Council. And this received a due pass at rules on June 12th. And those are your agenda items for this afternoon.
Thank you, Ms. Long. Are there questions about today's council meeting agenda at 3 p.m.? Not seeing any. There's no amendments we're aware of, and there's no grant reports to consider today either. So that brings us to item 3, review of committee agendas for the week. Ms. Long.
All right, thank you. So following study session today, there will be a closed session. We'll remain in the chambers for that. And at 3 p.m. is your council meeting this afternoon. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 21st, the regular executive committee of the Flood Control Zone District has been canceled. And that's it for this week.
Thank you. Any question about committee agendas for the week? Vice Chair Campbell.
And I should have caught us on the council agenda. We have the R 2023-100 establishing the select committee on homelessness. When that goes to rules, that's when we'll do the amendment to put the members in and set the dates and times. And so if anyone was looking at that, that's why that's blank. We established that at rules before sending it back to council. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. The members are in the proposal.
They are,
The
okay.
date and time
Right.
needs to be established.
Right,
So
exactly.
yeah, hopefully we could do that at rules, and if we don't do it at rules, we can do that final.
Yeah.
So whatever
We'll have it.
works. Any other questions about review of committee agendas for the week? Councilmember Denson.
Yes, I'm not sure if this is the right time, but I have a question for Ms. Long. Were we going to talk about the cultural access letter today, or is that coming up?
I believe
another
that's
time?
on next week's
Next
agenda
Tuesday?
for one of the 2 study sessions,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yes, next week. Does that work, Councilmember
Oh,
Denson?
yeah, totally fine. I just didn't want to miss it. Thank you.
Any other questions about committee agendas for this week? Not seeing any. External boards and commissions. I ask Mr. Taylor to begin. the update here of external boards and commissions reports.
I actually don't have anything to report on today, Mr. Chair, which is probably good because you have a full study session agenda.
Thank you. Do any other members have external boards and commission updates? I will be attending the executive board of the Puget Sound Regional Council this week. I do not have the agenda in front of me. Sorry, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, I can certainly run through it with you. There just weren't major items, but.
I'm not recalling.
Yes, so the items include action to approve the Greater Downtown Kirkland Regional Growth Center designation and sub-area plan, so certifying those. That is the action item. The second action item is approval of the public participation plan for PSRC. And then the other items are discussion or information items, including the federal legislative update and a status report on new employees. Those are the major items to note for that agenda.
Thank you for that. Not seeing any other hands for any other updates for external boards and commissions. That moves us to discussion items of administrative items. Ms. Long or Mr. Taylor, are there any?
Not today, thank you.
And under chair's topics, there's nothing further from me. We, Mr. Taylor and I continue to take the feedback from members in our ongoing work about budget priorities, and we'll have something to introduce here shortly. So thank you for everyone on that. We are actively working on getting that together. Item number 7, other business proclamation review. There was a proclamation brought forward by Councilmember Hitchin to recognize the long-time service of Dr. Anthony Chan, the Tacoma Pierce County Health Department. That's in the packet for review, and if anyone has any feedback for the content, please get with Councilmember Hitchin. Is there any other business by members? Not seeing any. We're going to move, I'll soon adjourn us, and we'll move into a closed session, and we don't need to state the time when we need to
You
come back,
don't,
and we
no.
don't anticipate making any decisions. So we're going to do the closed session here in chambers, and with that, we stand adjourned. Thank you. Let's just take a 5-minute break, and we'll come back in 5 minutes. There's food in the Tacoma room. If anyone's hungry, feel free to grab food.
I mean, the best cookies in the world are in there. All you want is just a cookie.
Really, you shouldn't start.
I want a cookie.
It's a wonderful cookie.
I have another sandwich.